So maybe you've seen here on YouTube my shorts, I'm doing a challenge to paint every day this year. And I thought every couple weeks I would do a long form recap video talking about what I've been working on and my thoughts on art in general. So we'll take a look at some of my paintings and I'll discuss them. The challenge in general has been going well, and the goal for me was to be much more consistent with my practice. As a professional artist, sometimes you can get really distracted with working on emails or doing a photo shoot or just puttering around in the studio and not actually painting. So I really needed to get that momentum back. I feel like the flow and going from one day to the next really allows your painting to progress, and you find new ways to express yourself that you weren't expecting. So that's really what I needed this year, and that's what this challenge is about for me. So let's take a look at some of the paintings I've done so far this year, and I'll talk about them. These first couple of paintings I did in this series to start the year were a little bit tighter and more traditional than I would normally paint, but it really got me thinking, how can I do these simplified environments that the figure are in, but combine that with my tradition, or with my very textured, expressive figures and portraits. So while these first couple paintings were different from what I normally do, it really got me thinking of new ways to do the backgrounds and combine these different elements together. It's also giving me the freedom to paint these images that I've had for a while that maybe I've held back on or talked myself out of working on. So, maybe I'll realize that I want a whole separate series that are more like these first couple of paintings. Getting past self-doubt is really important. The other thing that's been really helpful is just getting into a good flow with painting. I think when you take a day or two off, or a week off, or however long from painting, and then you start again, it takes you maybe a day or two to get back into a really good flow. So I think that consistency is just making my paintings a higher quality in general. And I've been finding that the distractions of social media and things like that might have made me or helped me procrastinate from painting before don't seem to have as strong of a hold, because I'm just focused on my mission. So after doing these first couple of paintings that were a little more traditional, I really wanted to prove to myself that I could still do crazy, my normal sort of thick strokes and crazy painting style. So then I did this painting of Alina on day 7, and that worked out really well, actually. Sometimes going back and forth from different styles is actually good. So this one of Alina, I just totally let loose, and it really flowed well, and sort of proved to me that even if I'm videoing everything, I can still let loose, which is I needed to know for myself. I was getting a little bit worried that I was going to play everything too safe because I was doing this challenge. Hopefully this process of going back and forth between styles and just continually trying different things will, over time, refine down to a good direction to go. Sometimes I'm wondering what direction I should take things in, and I think just working is the best way to lead you to that direction. It's almost you don't need to decide ahead of time what to do. You have to just do it, and then it reveals itself over time. What I didn't want, or what I don't want, is to get trapped into thinking I have to paint a certain way or a certain style, and I was sort of feeling like that last year. So this is allowing that freedom for me to just feel like I'm gonna try new things and we'll see where it goes. In this next painting, I wanted to take the elements I had learned from the first few paintings and the Alina painting and sort of merge them together. So I started it off a lot like the Alina painting, sort of loose and chaotic, but then I wanted to make the background more simplified and smoother, similar to how I did it in like the painting with the woman sitting on the bed and the guy next to the car. Generally, I think it was successful, and I feel like it has a slightly different vibe than my normal work, so I'm like happy with the direction, but I still feel like there's a lot I need to do to it to like bring it to a finished level. One thing I've been doing this year is painting on linen a lot. So previous years, you'll notice I mostly work on like a smooth panel, normally like a dye bond or like an aluminum panel that's primed with gesso. So having the texture of the linen has been nice, and I've been doing that just because I felt like it, just because I wanted something different. No other particular reason. I was really happy with how the painting looked here, where there's like no eyes painted in, and for a minute I was actually thinking maybe I should keep it with no eyes, but I ended up painting the eyes in anyway. But that might be something I want to look at in the future, is just like having things be even more abstract, like not finishing a portrait, just having it be so lucid it's almost like unfinished or just abstracted in a way. It's a tough choice because as a painter, I think our instincts are to continue rendering things out, and so like leaving things unfinished can be a difficult choice. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think I should have just left it here with no eyes, or was painting the eyes a good call? I do think it looks neat with the eyes, and I think it has more emotion probably, but yeah, it's a tough call. So even if I miss a day, or or a painting doesn't go so well, it's not really about that specifically. It's just about showing up and being consistent, and really not overthinking things, because overthinking like what image I might work on has been a problem for me. I'll tinker with it on Photoshop, or I'll look through hundreds of photos, and I could do that for hours, and then I could talk myself out of something. Like I might think I'm going to work on something, and I'll talk myself out of it, and then the day ends and I didn't actually get anything productive done. I'd rather make a painting that's not great than no painting at all. And sometimes having a painting that's not great is what you need to do to get to that next level so that you can make something great the next time. I've found a lot of times pieces of like things you'll do in a painting, maybe one part worked and one part didn't, but you'll take that part that worked and you'll bring it to the next one. And I think that is something that's very useful, and a huge reason why it's important to be consistent.